Supreme Week 9 is a box logo week, for the US boys at least. The box logo will be dropping Friday, which is the day after the actual scheduled drop for Supreme this week. So if you want that, it's dropping on the 24th, probably at 8 a.m., but it could just randomly drop during the day. This Supreme box logo is so nice. They got Takashi Murakami to work on this, and it's definitely the best box logo that I've ever seen, like drop at least. I mean, I haven't been in the Supreme community for that long, but I think I've been there for like 3 years, and this is the best box logo they've ever dropped, in my opinion at least, since I've been in the community. But the retail on this will be $60, which is pretty good. You know, they're just trying to help people out with the money, and I think it'll resell for around $300. It should be kind of similar to the San Francisco box logo tee because it's going to be exclusive to America, and just with Takashi Murakami, the prices will be really high on this, and I would 100% suggest going for this on Friday. Alright, next up we got the Supreme Heller mugs. These should retail for around $24. They should resell for $60 or up. I would say these are one of the more premier items that are actually dropping on Thursday. I would say if you're going for them, I'd try and get these and the keychain in a cart. But for resale, I'd say they're pretty similar to the stacking cups, and they should do a lot of money, and they should rise over time because the stacking cups rose a lot over time, and I don't know, they're just a nice piece to have in your house, and they're a good accessory that should never restock. Alright, next up we got the Supreme Waterproof Lighter Case Keychain. Definitely one of the more premier items of the week. The retail should be $24, and the resale should be $60 plus. These are a really nice item. It's a keychain. You can do whatever you want with it, but it has a functional lighter, so it's really nice, and it's pretty useful if you need to like light something up. I would definitely go for this 100% with the stacking cups. That's what I'm going to go for this week, the keychain and the stacking cups, just quick cart. And then Friday, get ready for that box logo. But these will definitely be a nice item to add to a collection of Supreme. Alright, next up we got the Supreme MLB Varsity Jacket. I'd definitely say this is probably the best single resellable item of the week. It should go for around $450 on a retail of most likely $328, which is going to be good resell. And that's just at the beginning. These should go up in price as the year goes on. As years go on, it'll probably get to like $500, $600. That's what happened to the NBA jacket, and with all these teams on there, I mean, anyone could rock it. So I think that the price will just keep going up as the year goes on. Next up we got the Supreme MLB baseball cap. The retail on these should be around $48, and the resale should be $80. If you're going to go for these for resale at least, I would only go for the navy colorway. The orange is alright, and the black just doesn't have any of the teams on it because they're all blacked out. This is definitely a nicer item of the week, but like it's not as cool as the jacket, and like with all the teams on it, it's not as like cool to rock when you're at like a baseball game or something. So I would definitely go for the navy colorway if you're going to go for anything on this. And if you're going to get it as a personal item, I'd go quick. These are probably going to sell out pretty quickly. Alright, next up we got the star logo top. In my opinion, one of the worst items of the week. All the tops are absolute bricks for resale because of the high retail. And this is just a regular Supreme spell out with a star. Nothing special. We've got a lot of other tops like this. And if you're going to go for this personally, I would just get there on the site right when it opens. You know the times. Alright, next up we got the Supreme Top of the World top. The retail is probably going to be $68, and the resale is probably going to be $80. For me, this is one of the better tops that they've released this year, especially in that cream colorway. Whenever Supreme drops a cream colorway, it's an absolute banger. But it's a top, so it's going to brick, or at least not resell at all. If this was on one of the tees last week, I would have caught this. In my opinion, it looks pretty cool. It's just, I don't know, it's just a nice Supreme piece, but with the retail of $68, it's going to be a brick. Alright, next up we got the Supreme Overdyed Hooded Sweatshirt. This is going to be a brick, retail of $158, and there's going to be a resale of like maybe $160. It's just a boring tee, and there's not like some absolutely out there Supreme branding, so it's not going to resell at all. Alright, next up we got the Hanes Tagless tank tops. I mean, you've seen them before. They're all the essential items. I guess they're pretty nice, but it's just like so boring. They're probably going to retail for around $30, and the resale is going to be $35. So I would say if you want these, just go for them. They're going to sit on the website like all the other things did. They'll restock even if they don't sit, and they're going to be pretty similar to the tagless tees, where they just stay the same, but they might go up after the season ends because they're just like people want them. Alright, next up we got the Supreme My Bloody Valentine hooded sweatshirt. And I would say this is definitely a sleeper item. Retail of $150, which is pretty high. Should probably resell for around $180. But I think it could be similar to like the Killers, where the price is like really high at the beginning and just stays like that. Because it's a really like nice t-shirt with the pink graphic on the front and the Loveless on the back with this little Supreme logo. So I would say the price could be like the Killer, where it starts really high and it just stays like that for the rest of time basically. So I would say if you think that could happen, go for these, but if not, just stay away. Alright, next up we got the cotton cinch pant. It's a cotton pant with a Supreme spell out. There's nothing more to really talk about it. Retail's probably going to be $138. Resale could be $120, $130, $140. I don't really know. These probably won't sell out at all. They could sell it later in the season, but if you want these, I think you've got all the time in the world to buy these, because these will probably sit on the site for a couple of drops. Next up, we got the Supreme Overdyed Sweatshort. These should retail for $118, and they won't resell for anything. If anything, they'll be like $120. I mean, I guess these are pretty nice. They got a Supreme spell out, and they're like a sweatshirt, but for $118, you can buy so much other stuff. So many other good sweatshorts for the same price or lower. So I'd stay away from these. Alright, next up we got the My Bloody Valentine glider tee with the retail of $48. They should resell for like $60. They're pretty cool, I guess, and I think they could be like the killer tee because I don't know, they just got a Supreme logo on the back and they have a little like quirky design on the front, you know. But I would say if you don't want one of these for personal, I would stay away from it unless they're like some extreme sellout times for EU. Next up, we got the worst item of the week, the dog Raglan long sleeve top. Definitely the worst item of the week, in my opinion at least. It's a top and it's a long sleeve, which means the price is even higher. And these are just not good looking at all. So if you want one of these, you got all the time in the world to buy it. You can buy it on StockX for a lot cheaper. Next up, we got the Supreme Hourglass Raglan long sleeve top. This is like exactly like the dog one. Retail $88, resale brick $70. That's all I'm saying about it. Next up, we got the My Bloody Valentine Rayon shirt, and I would say this is probably a sleeper item of the week. I was looking at the Rita Ackerman ones, and you can sell those for easy profit now. So I would say if you like these, go for them. You can hold if you hold for at least like a year, 6 months, these will eventually sell and you'll eventually get some nice profit. So I would say if you're willing to hold on to these, you could make some profit. So I would go and buy them. Alright, next up we got the My Bloody Valentine Feed Me With Your Kiss tee. This is absolutely terrible and should retail for $48 and resell for $50. Even with the little Supreme logo on the back, the front does not look good at all and is not edgy and no one wants it. Next up we got the Supreme Double Knee Painter Pant. It's a painter pant. It's going to retail for around $158 and the resale is going to be $130. It's going to brick. If you want it, you can get it whenever. It's going to sit on the site for weeks. Alright, we got the Quilted Cordura line jacket. I would say it's a pretty nice item, but it doesn't have any Supreme branding on it. So, I mean, it's not going to resell for anything. Retail's probably going to be like $328, and I expect it to resell on like StockX for $280. Last up, we got the My Bloody Valentine trucker jacket. This is probably going to retail for around $288. It's going to brick probably, unless there's some extreme sellout times, which could happen. Trucker jackets have really weird resale patterns, and they could be like one of those things that sells out in 4 seconds and only bots touch. But I'd say these aren't going to sell for that much. Even if they do sell out quick, it's not that cool of a jacket. Even though a lot of the trucker jackets have gone for a lot recently, this one's not one of them. This one's not a really good jacket at all. Alright, so if you want to cop any Supreme, you want to get that exclusive early drop list, join the Discord, link in the description. We got a lot of stuff in there. We got sneaker drops, profitable sneaker drops. We got methods in there to get free stuff. We also got ways to make a couple of extra dollars on the weekend, you know, trying to pay for a beer or something. We got all kinds of stuff in there. I'm going to give you a guarantee if you don't make at least $1 in there. If you don't make any money in there, I will PayPal you 1 cent personally. So join the link in the description, our Discord. You'll love it there.